Hey everyone, how's everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? Today we're going to be talking about some of the intricacies? I don't know if that's a word or not. Anyway, we're going to be talking about the many details on the Frankenstrat guitar. Now, some of the details on it, some of them are sketchy, some of them are not. We don't exactly know everything about the Frankenstrat, although some people may say they do. There's a lot of different things on the Frankenstrat that we're not exactly sure of. Like dates when he painted the guitar red. Was it like in between the first and the second album, or was it like right up close to the second VH release? We don't know that. But we are going to talk about many of the things that make this guitar not only famous, it's iconic. It was played by Eddie Van Halen throughout the ages almost, different varieties, different variations of the Frankenstrat. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of my videos, go ahead and take a look at some of those videos if you're unsure what to do or whatever. If you're new, like I said, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, hit the like button, please. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And hit the notification bell for upcoming uploads of this guitar and other items that I have going on for the guitar channel. Now, one of the intricacies of the Frankenstrat is this goop here. We don't exactly know what it's from. One theory that it's from is it's left over from the two-sided tape when he ripped it off, because he used to, I guess, from what I understand, is he put a piece of two-sided tape along here and to hold the picks. And evidently, I guess when he ripped it off, he left this and for some reason or other, and it just stuck there. And the whole time he's playing and stuff like that, it collects dust, dirt, cigarette ashes, or whatever, and it turns it gray. Okay, and it's this, and I'm going to show you what I used and how to apply it on the guitar. All right, so we'll be back in just a moment and I will show you that. So now we're back here. Now this is what I used to get the effect of that goop on the upper horn. I used here it is, if I can get it in there. I used JB Weld. To get that effect. This is the JB Weld steel. And this is the JB Weld hardener that I used. So I just take some of that steel and put it on a piece of cardboard. Not too much. Maybe about that much. And then I take the same amount of JB Weld. Some of this is starting to pour out. I better put the top back on. And I take the same amount of JB Weld hardener or thereabouts. And here we go. So it's about the same amount. And then you want to take a skewer. If I can keep it in there, there we are. A skewer with a pointed tip on it. And mix it together. Until you get that gray look. And just keep mixing until you get it. So I think we got that look now that we want for that goop that was left on the upper horn of the guitar. So I have a piece of wood right here. Okay, now if you're unsure about the size of that particular goop there, you could take a pencil. If you want, I just happen to have a pencil right here, I think. Yes. And you can draw. I'm looking at my guitar right now, and you can draw something. If I can, yeah. Right here. And it's it's like an oblong type of triangle. And just draw it on your guitar so you can get an idea of where you're going to place this stuff. And right underneath it, it's almost like a squared off U. Right there. Okay. Now, we'll leave it just like that. Maybe elongate this right here a little bit. And there's a little spot of it right down here on the corner. Now, before my JB Weld comes to a dry, I'm going to apply this to what I outlined. And just spread it out. And if it strings off like it did just now, leave it. Because this is going to be your Frankenstrat, and it's going to be unique to you. So I'll just keep on adding here and laying it down. Now we'll come around to this shape here and fill it in. Now you want to kind of work fast with this JB Weld because it does kind of get hard to work with once it gets drier. So we'll just keep on throwing that stuff down there. And if the JB Weld does something kind of funky, leave it. Because like I said, this is going to be your creative artwork and nobody else's, so it'll be unique to you. Okay, now what you want to do after, you want to kind of clean your skewer off so you don't have any excess goop on there, any excess JB Weld. And then you want to go back and you want to kind of work this around like it's been ripped off of the guitar. It's not coming out the way I want it. Well, can you kind of work it back a little bit? Kind of spread this one out here. Kind of work it around a little bit more until you think you got something that looks a little, let's see if I can move it in there, a little like that. I had my guitar propped up a little bit so I could see what I was doing, but oops. That's how I got that look. Let's see, I moved it out of the camera. That's how I got that look. Like I said, this is a quick demonstration of how I came about presenting. And when it gets, and see, it looks shiny, it's wet still, but when it dries and you've played your guitar for a while, you know, in a dusty environment, or if you do smoke, if ashes fall on it, even when it's dry, if ashes fall on it, it's going to collect on there. And that's how I achieved this look on here. You know, like I said, you want to spread it around a little bit so it looks like it's kind of been ripped off of there. So now, last week, or it's probably been a couple of weeks ago now, I put out a video about how I got the look of the pickup pockets on the inside. And like I said, Eddie smoked quite a bit. He smoked a lot. As a matter of fact, whether he was building his guitar or whether he was in an interview or what, he started at the ripe old age, I think, of 12 when he started smoking guitars, smoking cigarettes. So he was always around the smoke and stuff like that. And when he was building his Frankenstrat and stuff, so what I did was I went and I demonstrated how I used if I can get it there, the true oil. It's a gun stock oil with some cigarettes. And of course, I don't smoke at all, and it was kind of painful for me because I lit up 10 cigarettes and I put them in a ramekin cup and stirred it up with a skewer and got the look of what it might look like if there was cigarette ashes in the pickup pockets. And I came out with this. All right. So this one right here is the lighter version of that inside of the pickup pocket. And this is a darker version. I don't have it with me now, but I used, well, if you hold on for just a second. I know I should have had this set up beforehand. Oh, here it is. I used liquid stain from Stu Mac. It's amber. It's a vintage amber color. So I did it two ways. I did it just with the gun oil and the cigarette ashes, and I added 4 drops of vintage amber liquid stain, and I got 2 different looks. Now, this, and I got this look here with a lighter drop of stain with the cigarette ashes in it. Now, both of these are with the cigarette ashes in it. But I got a question right after I made this video. What does it look like when it's dry? Well, this is what it looks like in a heavier coat, dry. All right, both of these. One with or without, and one with the stain in it right here. Okay, but then I was like, well, wait a minute, maybe that's too heavy for some people's tastes and stuff like that. So what I did was I flipped it over. I got white, I got red, and I've got white here. All right, so what I did was I did heavy, if I can get it in there. I did heavy on red, and I did light on red right here. So heavy and light. And it looks quite a bit better than just on white. So you got that dirty look, and this has the ash in it. This one has the ash in it and the amber stain. This one does not have the amber stain in it. So I did it on white also. So this one has, and it's a lighter coat than on the other side. So this one has the amber stain in it, the way how it looks. And this one does not have the amber stain in it on white. And that's how it looks. So I figured, you know, the other was quite a bit heavier. But people's taste, you know, different people's taste and what they want the inside of the pickup pockets to look like. You could also use, if you don't want to use cigarette ash, if you're not a smoker or whatever, sawdust if you want. You know, mix a little bit of sawdust in with the gun oil and stir it up, put it in there if you don't want to use cigarette ash. I mean, a lot of people don't, you know, want to use cigarette ash, but if you want to come closer to what the real thing is, you know, then you might want to consider cigarette ash, even though you don't smoke. I don't smoke, so it was kind of pain for me, but I did it anyway. I powered through it. So that's how I got the cigarette ash look in the pickup pockets here. In the pickup pockets. And that's how I got the look for the goop that came, quote unquote, from a piece of 2-sided tape. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and please leave a like. Sure does help out the channel. And we will see you in the next one. All right? You guys take it easy. Have a safe weekend and week, and we'll see you later. Bye.